Hey, come on in. Want some water? What's this about, private prisons?
Well, State, I'd like to talk about a little deal I've been thinking about.
What's that?
I've noticed since the war on drugs began in the mid 1980s, you've had a major increase in criminal activity. I'd like to be of assistance.
You know what, actually, now that you mention it, ever since we started arresting people for doing drugs, our prisons have been really filled.
Well, matter of fact, between 1990 and 2009, the number of incarcerated inmates in private prisons has escalated over 1,600%. We're kind of a big deal. Wow.
Yeah, you know, that actually sounds good. I know you've been doing deals with other states. How's that exactly working? Like, what do I give you? What do you give me? How's that all work?
Okay, so put it bluntly, we're going to take care of everything. We're going to take the criminals off your hands. It's going to be great. It's going to be just amazing. So the thing is, we need you to keep the prison at a maximum capacity of like 90%. I mean, states like Alabama, Arizona, they have 100% occupancy. I mean, Alabama, roll tide. But, we'll settle with 90%, maybe a little less, maybe a little more. I mean, you got 10% to play with there. So, I mean, I don't think that's too much to ask. And if you can't get it up to that kind of percent of occupancy, then taxpayers will just pay. So either way, it's a win-win. So
Yeah, but crime rate's gone down 30% in the last decade. What if we can't find that many prisoners to put in your prisons?
listen, I mean, you'll find a way. Okay, I mean, there's infinite amount of criminals out there.
But doesn't having a lockup quota kind of get rid of the whole idea of having like a crime rate? Like, regardless of where crime rate is, we'll have to have a certain lockup. I mean, I don't know, isn't this going to lead to illegal activity?
Maybe. I mean, like, probably not. Probably not. Like, what is a quota when you think about it? I think it's a word that's out there.
Okay, I see, I see. Makes sense to me. If you don't mind me asking, where do you guys spend all your money?
Thank you for asking that question. I really appreciate it. That's a great question. That's a good one. Yeah. Uh, well, if I'm being really honest, we really like to kind of cater towards the prisoner living situation, food, overall well-being. That's where we really like to put our money. That is a joke. That is a joke. No, of course not. That kind of stuff is kind of it's a lost cause. In my eyes, we really like to honestly put our money towards lobbying politicians. The ones that make the laws, like drug users or criminals. Stuff like that, to keep a maximum amount of prisoners in our private prisons. Because we are private prisons. Um, so yeah, that just kind of increases the amount of potential prisoners.
So let me get this straight. We pay you a fraction of what we're paying now for our own prison system for you to keep our prisoners locked up. In return, we'll keep as many prisoners in your prison as you want us to. Let's say 90% occupancy, which is normal. And if we don't, the taxpayers will pay it, and we'll call this all legal. Sound good?
Sounds like a plan.